Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're talking about one of the most popular sports in the world, basketball, and specifically the business side of the game. The NBA, or the National Basketball Association, is a multi-billion-dollar industry that's become an essential part of American culture. But how does the NBA make and spend all that money? Let's find out. Chapter 1. The NBA's Revenue Streams. The NBA generates a substantial amount of revenue through various sources, including ticket sales, TV rights, merchandise sales, sponsorship deals, and licensing agreements. In this section, we'll take a closer look at each of these revenue streams. Ticket sales. The National Basketball Association, NBA, generates a significant amount of revenue from ticket sales. The average price of an NBA ticket was approximately $89 in 2019, and the league generated approximately $2.6 billion in revenue from ticket sales alone. There are 30 teams competing in the NBA across the continent of North America. The regular season schedule for each team consists of 82 games. This results in an annual total of more than 1,200 games being played. The National Basketball Association, NBA, also has a postseason playoff system, which results in additional revenue from ticket sales. The live experience of attending games is very popular among fans because it produces an exciting and one-of-a-kind environment that simply cannot be recreated through television broadcasts. TV rights. The National Basketball Association has multiple television contracts with various broadcasters, including ESPN, TNT, and ABC. These deals are worth billions of dollars and assist the league in reaching out to a significant number of people all over the world. The NBA has a huge following across the globe, with millions of fans tuning in to watch games from different countries. The NBA also has increased its reach by utilizing digital media, such as streaming the games online through the NBA League Pass and utilizing social media platforms like YouTube and Facebook. In addition, the league has formed partnerships with international broadcasters, which enables sports enthusiasts from all over the world to watch their favorite teams compete. Merchandise sales. Another essential source of income for the NBA is the sale of branded merchandise. The league sells a wide variety of merchandise, some examples of which are jerseys, hats, t-shirts, and other articles of clothing and accessories. The NBA merchandise that fans purchase is a fun way for them to show their support for their favorite teams and players. The NBA has increased the variety of merchandise it sells to include additional items, such as keychains, mugs, and phone cases. The National Basketball Association has licensing agreements with a number of major apparel brands, including Nike and Adidas, which contribute to the revenue that the NBA generates from the sale of merchandise. Deals with sponsorships. Deals with various sponsors bring in a significant amount of money for the National Basketball Association. The NBA has established a number of lucrative business relationships with well-known companies, including Coca-Cola, Kia, and Nike, which have resulted in an increased revenue for the NBA. In addition, the NBA has formed strategic alliances with a number of leading technology companies, such as Microsoft and SAP, which provide assistance with the league's data and analytics management. The NBA is able to reach more people and bring in more money thanks to the partnerships it's formed. Licensing agreements. The National Basketball Association has numerous licensing agreements, each of which contributes to the league's overall revenue. Through these agreements, other businesses are granted permission to use the NBA logos and branding on their own products. The NBA has licensing agreements with a number of the industry's most prominent companies, including video game publishers EA Sports and 2K Sports. The NBA also has licensing agreements with various companies that make toys, trading cards, and other types of merchandise. Chapter 2. Player salaries and team expenses. Player salaries. Many players in the National Basketball Association make millions of dollars each season, making them some of the highest paid athletes in the world. But how is the amount of a player's salary decided? The NBA imposes a salary cap, which is the maximum amount of money that can be spent on player salaries by each team during a given season. The revenue of the league serves as the basis for determining the salary cap, with a predetermined share of the revenue pool reserved for paying player salaries. This indicates that if the league generates more revenue, there will be an increase in the salary cap, and players will be able to earn more money as a result. In the NBA, players have the opportunity to sign a variety of different types of contracts, including rookie contracts, veteran minimum contracts, mid-level exception contracts, and maximum contracts. Rookie contracts are exclusive to players who have recently entered the league. The terms of these contracts are predetermined based on the player's position in the draft. Rookie contracts can only be signed by players who have recently joined the league. Veteran minimum contracts are contracts that enable teams to sign veteran players at a reduced rate in exchange for a guaranteed minimum salary. Teams that have surpassed the salary cap have the opportunity to sign players to mid-level exception contracts, which allow them to pay players up to a maximum amount that has been determined. Players can earn the highest possible salary based on their experience and performance if they sign maximum contracts, which are contracts that allow for such earnings. Other expenses of the team. In addition to the salaries of their players, NBA teams must pay for a variety of other expenses that add up to their total costs. These costs include the salaries of the coaching staff, the costs of travel, and the costs of the arena. The salaries of the coaching staff are an essential component of an NBA team's operating expenses, and many coaches earn salaries that are in the millions of dollars. Since teams often have to travel across the country to play their games, the cost of travel can also be quite significant. Arena costs consist of rent, utility costs, and maintenance fees, and these costs are incurred in conjunction with the staging of games and other events. Chapter 3. League-wide expenses. Marketing and advertising. The National Basketball Association's marketing and advertising budget is consistently one of the largest in the league. The NBA invests tens of millions of dollars every year in various marketing campaigns, including television commercials, advertisements on social media platforms, and sponsorships. These campaigns contribute to the promotion of the league and its teams, as well as to the increase of revenue that can be achieved through the sale of tickets, merchandise, and TV deals. Player development. The development of players is another significant expense that is borne by the NBA as a whole. The league makes financial investments in various programs and resources to assist players in developing their abilities and realizing their full potential. These programs include leagues that run during the summer, as well as training camps and clinics for coaches. Education and training are also offered by the NBA to assist players in managing their personal finances and planning for their future professional careers. Officials and referees. The NBA devotes a sizable portion of its budget to the payment of referees and other officials, as well as to the professional development of those individuals. More than 60 referees and officials are employed by the NBA to oversee games and ensure that they're played in a fair and sportsmanlike manner. In addition, the NBA makes investments in their training and development to guarantee that they're well-versed in all of the most recent guidelines and policies. Technology and innovation. The NBA is well known for its use of technology and innovation to improve the overall game experience for both players and fans. The league makes investments in emerging technologies such as instant replay, player tracking, and virtual reality in order to enhance the overall quality of the game and provide fans with new ways to engage with the competition. The National Basketball Association uses technology to manage its business operations, including scheduling and the sale of tickets. Chapter 4. Revenue sharing. Revenue sharing. Revenue sharing is a system in which the revenue generated by the league is shared among its teams. The NBA has a revenue sharing system in place that ensures that each team receives a portion of the league's revenue. The amount of revenue that each team receives is determined by a formula that takes into account factors such as market size and team performance. Revenue sharing has several benefits for the NBA and its teams. For smaller market teams, revenue sharing can help to level the playing field and ensure that they have the resources they need to compete with larger market teams. Revenue sharing can also help to promote league parity, which means that any team has a chance to win the championship, regardless of market size or financial resources. While revenue sharing has many benefits, it also has its challenges. One of the challenges of revenue sharing is determining the amount of revenue that each team should receive. The NBA uses a formula to determine revenue sharing, but this formula is not always perfect and can sometimes lead to disputes between teams. Another challenge is ensuring that revenue sharing does not discourage teams from investing in their own revenue streams, such as ticket sales and merchandise sales. So there you have it, the business of basketball. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.